or welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the full moon in Pisces, which is on September 20th at 4:54 p.m. Pacific time. So please adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. And I have to say I'm really excited for this energy that is coming in to balance out some of the practicality of Virgo season with a little bit more of that deep emotionality that Pisces has to offer. I'm hearing I'm hearing In My Feelings in my head, the Drake song. So you guys might be in your feelings a little bit, feeling the feels. But this is also a time to really get in touch with your intuition and to touch base with your spirit team, your ancestors, and call them by name if you know their names. If you don't know their names, ask for their names, and they will come to you. So commune with your angels, your ancestors right now. Spend some time at your ancestor altars. Make your offerings. But it is a deep moon. You might be feeling your intuition being very heightened right now. And I would say just ride the wave. Ride this Piscean wave and see where it takes you. Make some space for miracles in your life. Allow for your team to work a miracle in your life for you right now. But let's hop into this reading. Thank you all so much for being here. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment if you're so inclined. I am open for personal readings right now. So if that's something that you're interested in, you'll find all the links in the description box below. Please also feel free to join us on Patreon, where I will be doing an extended for this reading and going sign by sign. But let's see what messages want to come through for the collective for the Pisces full moon. Whoa, hello. You have Go the Distance, Community, Mending, and Here and Now. So first things first, it's really important to stay present in this energy. There's a lot of interaction with Neptune, between Pisces and Neptune right now, which could lead people to want to escape, especially if they're feeling deep emotions, right? Escapism could be a thing here that people are dealing with. It's just something to pay attention to. So anything that you might use for escape, whether that be like, drinking or sex or, any kind of drug use or sleeping a lot, that's going to be something that you want to just pay closer attention to at this time, and so that you can make sure that you're being present. The idea is not to hide from these feelings. The idea is to feel through the feelings so you can get to the other side, right? And so again, go the distance here. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It truly is a marathon. It feels like some of you are actually getting to the end of like a long leg of the journey here. You're approaching the end, and it's like, don't give up. Don't start to fall apart right before you get to the end. Don't give up on whatever the dream is. Don't sacrifice here at the very end or settle. I'm hearing don't settle here at the very end for something less than what you had been like moving toward. It's very much don't fall apart here as you get to the end. It's like you're almost there, so just kind of hold it together a little bit. Feel through the feelings. Don't allow them to break you or make you stray off of your path. You may need to pause for a minute, but again, marathon, not a sprint, right? You might need to get one of those hydrating packs and you know, have your knee wrapped, but then you keep going, right? You have to lean into community here. Lean into community to help get you through this last leg of this part of the journey. Um, uh, there's a as you're like sort of here in this moment under this Pisces full moon energy, know that there's a safe space for you to sort of pause and collect yourself. There's a safe space out there, whether that be a person or like a physical place that you're going to. But there's some sort of safety that's being offered to you, a safe place where you can feel your feelings. A safe, it could be too that you are going somewhere where you need to like kind of put yourself back together a little bit. Like it's like triage almost. I'm like seeing, or like urgent care. Thank you, Spirit. That's what they're showing me. It's like there's an urgent care spot for you to like pause at, where they have everything that you need in order to like fix yourself up to get going back into this leg of the journey. Lean into community here. Lean into community. Lean into people who truly know you. Accept care. Accept TLC. This is the harvest moon here. So yeah, this is a harvest moon. So I mean, this could too be like, when we're talking about community, we could be talking about your spiritual community, like your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, all working together here to help get you to this next part, all helping to keep you whole, keep you intact as you're moving through this part of the journey. And your job is really just to stay present, to stay focused, to stay here, to stay with us, right? And not get too lost, in this moment. For some of you, this is about like, in this like a lot of these emotions are coming up because you're repairing friendships or relationships with family. For some of you, this is sisters. But you're repairing those relationships, and it's very emotional for you. It's like you almost have something that you've been avoiding here. You've been avoiding having to repair some sort of relationship. Let's see. What else wants to come out for the collective? Ooh. Thank you. I mean, I'm telling you, lean into your ancestors. 777 could be very important here for some of you. 777. But lean into your ancestors. This is lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, right? Talk to your ancestors. Call them by name. Ask them to show you what you need to see to get you through this part of the journey. Know that they are sort of making things happen. The part of the Piscean energy is that things that we can't see with our physical eyes, right? And that we have to intuit with our first eye, third eye, or our first eye, right? That like it's something deeper than what we're able to experience on this physical realm. So know that here with Fortune's wheel, they are making things. They're working on things so that everything that's happening in the physical realm will turn out in your favor, right? So things are being worked out for you. Thank you. Things are being worked out for you. Your job is to stay here, to be present, to be adaptable, to know that like you might be called to shift in the moment. You might be called to take respite in a particular place because there's something there that you need to learn to gather. But that doesn't mean that you might need to take respite to transmute some pain that comes up here under this moon, to sort of love on yourself and to be loved on. It feels like somebody out there really needs to allow themselves to be loved on. And that doesn't have to do with like romantic love. It means like accepting the love that is on offer for you, even if it doesn't look like the love that you think that you want, right? Accept the love that is on offer for you. And then know too, again, that there things are being worked out for you. There are things that are being worked out for you. Like the Pisces energy is a little bit about the magic that exists here in the world, right? And it's almost like somebody has gotten so focused on the physical, the tangible, what they want. Like I want this, or I want this in my life, or I need this in my life. And they're forgetting about the magic. I think I talked about this in another reading too. But again, confidence in your magic. This is the magician's sword. Confidence in your magic and surrendering here. With the sky dance, surrendering here and just allowing things to work for you, allowing for the magic that exists here in the world to shine through a little bit, right? And not being so, I want to say heavy-handed, not being so heavy-handed. Let's see. Let's get some tarot out here. Lighten up. Lighten up a little bit. How are you going to transmute the pain? How are you going to turn a difficult situation that you might be facing, or an uncomfortable thing? Thank you, Spirit. It may not be difficult. It might just be uncomfortable for you. How are you going to use your wisdom, right, in order to see your way through to the other side of that situation? You have to introduce a little bit of levity. I'm hearing it's like something is too much pressure. Thank you, Spirit. It's too much pressure. You're not being flexible enough. For the collective, for the Pisces full moon. Oh, wow. Things are being worked out for you. Some of you are going to get some communication here very soon. Wow. I'm just going to take these 4 cards right now. Wow. Yeah, there's going to be a reason to celebrate here very soon with this 3 of Cups. A reason to celebrate some sort of success that's coming your way. Again, don't give up before the miracle. Make space for the miracle. It feels like, too, like this last leg of the journey is where you get to shed those last remnants of the old pain, those last remnants of that old story that you've been carrying around. All of that's getting shed now so that you can make space for the miracle in your life, so that you can make room for the success that you're having. But there is going to be a reason to celebrate. You're going to be getting communication in about that soon, communication about a new opportunity, a blessing, some sort of financial abundance potentially that comes in. You might be partnering with someone here, or like some work that you've been doing, they're saying collaboration for someone. It's like some collaboration is about to pay off. I don't know what that means. Some collaboration is about to pay off. Wow. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands are out here. So this is like, again, once you get past this part, but past this, like, sort of, it almost feels like you've been, you've been running through your journey, right? You've been traveling through your journey. You've gone through forest. You've been through rain, right? It's like there was a part where you had to cross some water, you had to cross a river, cross the sea, right? And now you feel like you've been in this desert for a really long time. It's like, don't fall apart before. There's like going to be right up ahead, there's a space for you to refresh, to get hydrated, to get replenished, for you to again transmute that last bit of pain, right? That last bit of the old story, and drive your way into new opportunity, right? The King of Cups here. The idea, though, is to not try to, you don't want to in this moment be like, oh, I can't deal, like that last bit of pain. That last bit of pain is some of the hardest to transmute, right? Because you're like, God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of dealing with this issue. I'm so tired of having to think about this. I'm so tired of constantly reliving this experience, right? And so that last bit of pain is that's where you're tempted to sort of try to dull it or numb it in some sort of way, and you're being asked to feel it. You're being asked to sort of bring it to the fore, so that you can feel your way through to the other side of it. Okay, and then your vision becomes clearer. Then you get to the part where you can see the ships that are coming in, that are going to be taking you to the next leg of your journey, right? That are going to be taking you toward a future vision, toward that vision that you've sort of been dreaming of. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is out here. This is like releasing some sort of trauma, claiming victory over a trauma, like getting to the end of the battle. Yes, claiming victory over the pain, over the heartbreak. Some of you had to leave some things behind that were just that sort, like it was a tough decision to make, to leave this thing behind. You did not want to do it, but it was not serving you, right? And so you separated from something, and even having separated from it, you've carried it with you. You've carried it with you from through the forest, over the ocean, all through the desert, right? And you're weary. And now is the time where you get to let it go. Isn't that beautiful? You get to let it go here under this Pisces full moon. Wow. The King and the Queen of Cups are out here. You are making space for, like, your intuition is like leading you into a space where you can release the burden, right? Where you can release this burden. I feel like some of you need to be, like, again, like I said, loved on. Like, you need a little bit of like that motherly love, whether or not that comes from your own mother or just somebody who feels like they embody that energy. But some of you just need to be loved on to get through this last part, right? To know that it's okay to release the burden, to get it off of your back, right? That you don't have to be like right now. Look, you've been carrying this on your back for so long that you're hunched over, you're going at quarter speed, right? And it's like, no. Now it's time. You got to shake that off. It's finally time to shake it off. It's finally time to shake it off. And if it's not you, like, being loved on, it's you loving on yourself, right? You loving yourself into wholeness. You giving yourself the love that you're worth. For some of you, truly, some work that you've been doing is about to pay off. Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. You loving your way into stability. Wow. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Magician card. This is you finally free enough to manifest what you want, because the Six of Swords goes from chaos to calmness, right? You've made that choice to move away from a burden. You made that choice, whether or not it was like as heartbreaking as it may have been, right? You made the choice to separate yourself from something that was causing you trauma, that was causing you to feel battle worn, and now You are freeing yourself up so that you don't have, so that you're standing in your power, right? No longer hunched over here, standing straight up and able to hold on to your tools, right? Able to hold on to all of the tools in order to manifest the life that you want, right? You've accumulated on this journey, you've accumulated all these tools. Now you have like full clarity, right? You're ready to take action. You have the resources that you need and the emotional balance that you need with the King and the Queen of Cups out here. And you're ready to create your bliss, right? You're ready to create a new level of bliss in your life. Something that really speaks to who you are in this moment. There's some flippers here in the deck, and I'm going to take them. You have the Justice card, and then you have the Four of Pentacles. It's time to let go of it's time to let go of that old story that's been keeping you imbalanced, right? Because you want to bring yourself into the upright, right? This is an imbalanced energy. This is carrying the weight of the world on your back, right? Some of you might be experiencing some sort of back pain. But this is carrying the weight of the world on your back, and it's time for you to get yourself back into balance. Transmute that pain. Shake it off. Shake it off here. Wow. And then the King and the Queen of Pentacles are out here as well. Some of you are coming into very balanced partnerships. I don't like, I guess there's a portion of the collective that's coming into union right now that is going to be, it's emotionally balanced. And also, there's a balance of like, there's a balance and stability, right? There's self-worth, to, like with the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like everybody's bringing something to the table, bringing equal things to the table here. And the Judgment card, this is a second chance at success for you, right? But you have to. But once you shake off that past energy, you've already left it behind, but you're still holding on, still holding on. You've already left it behind. You've been carrying it with you the whole way. You're like, and then here the High Priest. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune. You have Fortune's Wheel and the Wheel of Fortune. Where is it? Hold on. I don't know where it is. Here it is. You have Fortune's Wheel and the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Divine timing is working in your favor here. Your ancestors and your spirit team are working in your favor here. You have the Ace of Swords here. Clarity and truth. Cutting through. It's like you're cutting through that the last bit of resistance. You're cutting through the last bit of resistance. You're cutting through that and here's the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy right here. That deeply intuitive energy that is lifting you up. You're being lifted up over that last hurdle. You're being lifted up over the last hurdle here. Wow. Yep. And then the Tower card, because it's time for a major change. Some of you are about to experience a major change in your financial resources. That you're about to be up. Things are about to start looking up. New options are about to open up. With the Empress card right under that. New abundance. The Empress and the Emperor. Come on now. The Empress and the Emperor out here. Some of you are about to be like joining forces, okay? Joining forces, joining resources, and it's about to take you to the next level. They're saying next tax bracket. Thank you, Spirit. But it's a major change, and it happens all of a sudden. It happens almost as soon as you allow yourself to release those last remnants of the past. You are able to experience this fortune. You are able to allow for the divine timing to sort of take effect, right? To allow for your spirit team to do that final work, to allow for the magic, to like it's almost like because you're holding on to something that like you're holding on to the yeah, You're holding on to the old cycle. Thank you, Spirit. The world card is here. You're holding on to the old cycle. It's time to let the old cycle go. An ending for a new beginning. Once you let it go, once you shake the beetle off of your back, the beetle of the past, you shake it off your back, right? Shake that off of your back. Shake that, because it's just annoying you now, right? It's just it's like it's a pest now. It's something that comes up. It comes up to stop you in your tracks. It comes up to slow your progress, right? And now it's time to finally put an end to it. You've moved away from it, but you've carried it with you. You've carried it with you. Huh. Okay. I am going to get a. Am I going to get a mystic? I am. I'm going to get a mystical shaman here just to wrap this up for everybody, and then I will be taking this over to Patreon to do an extended reading, sign by sign. But I want to just get a mystical shaman to wrap this reading up. Can I have one mystical shaman oracle? The Wheel of Fortune out in 2 decks is so beautiful. You're going to be given a gift. There's a reward for the release. You will be rewarded for the release. Almost immediately. So don't be afraid to feel through it. Don't be afraid to feel through it. Your spirit team is holding you through it. You're being held through it. The circle. The circle. Circle. Many hands make light work. That's what I'm hearing. There is assistance. There's assistance here for you as this cycle closes and a new cycle begins. There's assistance here for you. 777-888-1010. These are all things that you might be seeing now. Let's read this from the book and see what it says. Unification, interconnectedness, and a sense of continuum is what this card implies. The circle reminds us we are all one, dancers in a unified, continuous, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of the cycles of life and the evolving self, ever-changing and always connected, human, spirit, nature, the cosmos, all intrinsically connected. When the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit. Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world. Knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. When the circle comes as your medicine, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. If you are faced with the challenge of loss or disappointment, remember this: in the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity, and spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. That's beautiful. And I think that's a perfect way to wrap up this reading. Know that there's an importance in decay and in letting go, right? In releasing the last remnants of that old story that you've been carrying with you, even though you've left it long ago, right? It is time now for the release, and there's great reward in the release. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity, and spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. Call on your ancestors. Ask for their wisdom. Ask for their guidance. Call them by name. and they will lead you through this last leg of the journey. Okay? Woo. All right. Thank you guys so much. I really hope that this message resonated with someone out there. I'm going to go over to Patreon and do an extended for this reading. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow. Like the video as well. And if you're so inclined, drop a comment. But if this is where we leave things, I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I will see you in the next video.